Someone's calling. What's that? It's your next call, and bestie, you're going regardless if you're with friends or not. Hi besties, it's me, your girl, your friendly neighbourhood otaku, Scarrlet Uzumaki, back with another video. Yes! I'm so glad you could all make it all to the bestie verse today. You all need a little head pat. So besties, I have a little bit of an obsession. I have been cosplaying and going to comic cons and anime cons since 2017. So yes, I have been going a while, and over the years I have gone with friends, but sometimes I have even gone alone because there are times when your friends are just not feeling the same conventions as you. But today's video is all about how to go to conventions all by yourself. All by yourself. You're gonna be all by yourself. Besties, first things first, I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you because going to conventions alone, it can be challenging, but it's really important to remember that you are your very first bestie. And that's why I call this channel the Bestieverse, because I'm someone who wants to become my first bestie, and also to encourage everyone who's watching me to also be their very first bestie. So the first tip, bestie, is don't be afraid to make a conversation with a stranger, because in the words of Star, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet. And to be honest, besties, we are all at this convention for the same thing. We'll have similar interests, and you maybe even find somebody who is dressed from the same fandom as you or from one of your favorite fandoms. One tip that I like to do is talk to people who are cosplaying as the same character as me, as it allows us to have a conversation about how much we love said character. And besties, quite a lot of the friends I have met through convention scenes have been people who are cosplaying from the same fandom as me. And you don't need to say something profound. You could just say, hey, I like a cosplay, let's get a picture, and then get the ball rolling. It doesn't matter about how much conversation skills you have. You could just give a straight compliment and then move on from there. It's that easy. My second tip is to utilize convention meetups, otherwise known as fan meets in some spaces. So meetups and fan meets are when fans of one media will make a meetup at the convention. So for example, if you really like Naruto, you will make a Naruto cosplay meet at your convention to gather up as many Naruto fans as you can, where you'll like chat, converse, play some games, and even take some photos together. And this is a great way to meet people who are into the same fandom as you, whereas you don't have to go up to them directly because they are already in your vicinity. So I have gone to a few meetups whenever I have attended conventions in the past, besties. There are so many. A good tip is to check the website of the convention you are going to and go to the meetup page. Sometimes they will have a list of all the meetups that are happening at that con. And you can also make your own meetup if you find there isn't a meetup listed for a fandom that you like. One of my oldest friends in the convention scene, I actually met from a fairy tale cosplay meetup at a convention. So it's a great way to make some long-lasting friends by going to anime fan meetups. Now, you may not want to talk to other people at a convention. You may feel like that's not really your scene, or you don't feel comfortable doing that. And that's okay. So here goes on to my third tip, and that is doing activities and workshops. Many conventions will have a list of activities and workshops that you can actually get stuck into. For example, when I went to AnimeCon Birmingham, they actually had a book binding workshop, which was so much fun. It was very informative. You can actually learn a new skill and maybe even get a new hobby, and it's a great way to break up your day because you may be tired from walking around by yourself and just want to sit down and get something to do to help break up your day. And alongside activities and workshops, there are also panels that you can attend where you can get some information about a topic that interests you. Sometimes some conventions will have panels led by their celebrity guests, whether that's voice actors, whether it's regular actors talking about a film or an anime that you are really interested in. And these are another great way to help break up your day even further when you know you're by yourself and you want to do things on your own. And finally, besties, I just wanted to give you a little bit of advice. If you are going to a convention alone but you have talked to somebody online previously, whether it's through Discord, through TikTok, through Instagram, and you're planning to meet up with them, please be careful. Meet up with them in a public place. If they are telling you, let's meet up at a hotel, maybe don't do that. Try to meet up with them at the actual convention, whether it's just outside the con in view of other people, just in case that whoever you're meeting up with isn't as safe as they have made out to be. So always be careful, besties, when you're going solo. Have your wits about you, trust your gut, trust that initiative, and be safe. And my last tip, besties, is to don't let being alone stop you from having fun. Just because you're by yourself, it doesn't mean that you can't do certain activity. I know we all use social media. I'm guilty of it myself when I'm looking at people's stories or people's posts and they have a big, large group of them at a convention together. And then I feel like maybe I should be doing this. But sometimes it's okay to enjoy your own company, or if you want to do something that your friends don't want to do with you, it's okay to do it alone. You doing things in your ones, doing things solo, it shouldn't stop you from going out and having good experiences and doing the things you love. If you really love cosplay and really want to go to a convention, but you are going to go by yourself, there's no harm in doing that. There's so many ways that you can still have fun. And I'm worried that I'm starting to sound a little bit too preachy, but one thing that I always embody within myself is that I go out and live my life to the fullest, and you should be doing that too, besties. So don't let the fact that you are alone stop you from doing that, and that is totally okay. It's totally okay to still have fun and be by yourself. It's quite funny actually, because when I went to AnimeCon and I was there completely alone, I didn't go with anybody, and I was talking to people as I was there, and they were so surprised that I was by myself. Like, you're on your own? Really? You didn't come with anybody? And I was like, yeah. It's like, what's that girl? Being that girl will always be that girl, because nothing's gonna stop me from going to Comic Cons. Yes, they do have me in a chokehold, and yes, I don't want to get out of it. And yes, I will continue to go as long as I can, till I'm 90, probably. So besties, that's all I have time for today. If you have any tips or any advice for people who are wanting to go to conventions alone that has worked for you, please leave it down in the comments below. I absolutely adore hearing from you, besties. It's so nice to conversate with you in the comments. And make sure, besties, that you tune in to the next video where things are happening. I'm not sure what, but things are happening. Okay, besties, bye.